Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Be thankful for mute buttons this morning. That's what I was thankful for today, because I just had like the biggest coughing fit ever right before I went live. What's up, Mike? What's up, Even Supposing? What's up, Phantom Sailor? How is everyone doing this morning? We'll give everyone a few minutes to roll in, get past the Twitch ad barrier, get rolling in here. Mike Henley, Kimmy, what's up? Michael, Miss G's Crafties. Love seeing all your wonderful names in chat this morning. It's good to be back on stream. Ooh, yeah. What did you get, like the flu stuff, Mike? My wife had it and my son had it, but somehow my daughter and I skated from it. I don't know how, because they had like fevers and, like 101 fevers and stuff like that. So I hope you're feeling better. I know there was a racket around our house for a few days and it sucks. So that stinks. Flu shot's working good. Well, being around, you're in a very germ-rich environment on a daily basis. Although I guess we probably all are in our own way, shape, and form. I don't get out much, but my kids bring that crap home. Mike, I don't normally dread the gift guide podcast. I normally enjoy doing it, but I do think about, okay, is it fresh and fun enough? I had a heck of a good time recording that episode, and I don't know what was different this time than anything else. Like, it was pretty normal. I felt, but the end result came out super. I think part of the magic is we don't talk about a lot of it beforehand, right? So a lot of it is just live feelings and thoughts. Like, I can see what they write in the show document for their suggestions, what Mike and Anna write, but I don't really go through them, a bunch. Like, I'll write all mine in a document outside the show doc, then I'll just go in, put all my stuff in. So like Mike's was in the doc, but I didn't even really look at that. And then, like the next morning, Anna's was all in and we just kind of went for it. And it's the best when we can just kind of go. Like, we've done this enough to where we can talk about these things and we know each other well enough to where we can give each other crap. And it just kind of works. So I'm very happy with how that turned out. So thank y'all for saying that. I appreciate it, because I felt it's weird. Like, sometimes I feel like I never feel bad about the podcast, but sometimes the podcast just happens. Like, we did a podcast today and now it exists. There's other days where I finish the show and I'll go, oh, that was a good one. Like, I know I can tell the difference. Good morning, Evan. So it's this weird feeling I have. It's always good and always positive, but there's sometimes about once every few months or so, I'll go, oh, that was a good one. And I'll tell Mike afterward, I was like, that was a really good episode. Like, I felt really good about that. So, and it's nice to feel that you made something, that you're happy with something you made, because that's not always an easy thing, right? You're tougher on your work than anyone else. Mike, I'm sure you know that, Mike Henley. Like, you're your own worst critic, right? So when I can feel like not just regular good, like, hey, I did a thing, but like, boy, I'm really happy with that. Like, that's a cool feeling. So it doesn't always happen that way. So I'm glad y'all liked it. It cost me money too. I ended up buying one of the Superior Labor pouches. It wasn't the one I linked in the show, but a different color one. I bought the Crondash Ash double color pencils because I wanted those when I first saw them. Then I forgot about them. Then when Anna mentioned them, I was like, dang, they're going to be sold out. So I went and got those. And what else did I buy? I told you all the three things that I bought. How about that? Oh, I bought the Write notepads, which we have a miniature unboxing today. So I have my Write notepads that I ordered. The Galen leather stuff is great. That's good stuff, Tiny Badge. So we're going to do the Write notepad stuff, and we're going to do I got this quarter's CW pencil box, which I haven't opened yet. So we'll open those here in a little bit. Everyone have a good Thanksgiving. Mine was shockingly great. I say that knowing that it's generally pretty good, pretty smooth. We have Thanksgiving at my house. My family's pretty small, so I think there was a total of 12 of us. Yeah, there's that tape. Isn't that good? I should get some custom tape. CW boxes good? Good. So there was so my parents come, and then my sister's family, her parents, and then her sister, brother, and their 2 kids. So there's 12 of us there. Is that right? Yeah, 4, 12. It's easy. It's at our house. And I'm without a hitch. So here in the South, the weather was wonderful. We played outside most of the day. After lunch, kids ran around, we had a big basketball game. We played pickleball in the driveway. If anyone knows what pickleball is, it's always fun. Bonjour, Anna. So, really good food, good family, and easy. I overly stress before Thanksgiving. Just that the personalities are gonna all work, for the 6 or 8 hours that everyone's all in one space. You never know how that's gonna work. Guten Tag. Oh, and my worst villain voice. So I'm a little choked up today. Guten Tag. Guten Tag, Urban. I will see you later. That was a little Schwarzenegger-ish. That wasn't very good. That's not my best effort. Speaking of voices, when we did the scary voices for the Halloween horror stories episode, my friend Sarah, who writes for the Pen Addict, and Mike and I did our ha scary voices. She was so embarrassed for us. As a horror writer, y'all know Sarah. I've made her pimp her books in here before. She's a horror writer. She's like, oh, Brad. She's like, no. She felt really bad for our attempted horror voices. So I'm not good at the voices. I don't know. That's never been my thing. Although I can do a teeny bit of a French accent just because I grew up taking French when I was a little kid. Oh, is everyone sick? Is everyone else sick today? So Mike's sick. Are my European friends sick? Knock on wood. I haven't gotten sick this year, but it's been running rampant around. But I've skated so far. I'm usually the sick one in our household. I'm the one that gets sick the most, and my wife gets sick the least. But the tables have been turned this year. My wife got sick for the first time. This is probably, she was trying to figure out, this is the first time. Tiny Badge, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it. My wife was thinking, she hadn't had a fever, wanted to stay in bed. I mean, it's been years and years. My wife's a pharmacist, which I've told y'all before, so she's, I guess, just built up a tolerance. She literally never gets sick. The last time I remember her being sick was, when she was pregnant. And my youngest son is 11, so it's been a while since I'm sick. I usually get sick a couple times a year, pretty heavily, but I've been good this year. So, ooh, Anna, that sounds like a terrible run. Terrible run. Excuse me. Gosh, like I said, I had a coughing fit right before I came on, so I'm still kind of catching up from there. So my apologies for the additional noises this morning, but I'm not quite all the way back yet. Monday was good to get back to work. I rarely sit at my desk all day and just work. I'll usually relocate during times of the day, sometimes at my desk, sometimes I'm shipping, sometimes I'll take the laptop and go work in front of the TV or whatever. Yesterday I was at my desk for, pretty much 7 to 3, which is a weird thing for me. There was just so much to do yesterday. We launched Spoke Pen yesterday, which thank y'all for everyone that checked in on that. That went really extremely well. So I'm having to learn a new back-end shipping platform that's on Shopify. So that's a new challenge for me. So I spent some time yesterday messing with that. Brian did a bunch of work to get everything going yesterday. And, I had a bunch of writing to do, but I have a bunch of extra posts this week. The new crush pens look awesome. I'm jealous that I don't have them yet. The new colors look great. The new crush setups look great. We have a lot of stuff coming in the pipeline for the spoke pen. Yeah, those blues. I got to get the cyan crush. Yeah, the crush is the fully silvered out one. So there's a bunch of different SKUs in there. They're all kinds of different different setups between like titanium grips and aluminum grips. The aluminum grips are all black. The titanium, there's regular and sandblasted. So Brian is a big fan of all the things, and we both are. We're like, we built this to be as customizable as possible, but it gets really difficult to talk about because you have to be like aware of so many things at one time. But the new cyan and the new gray, I gotta get. Like, I still only have my my reject one is the only one. Don't worry, Kimmy. This is everything we have now up on the site is should be long term. So even if we're out of red right now, they'll be back. I know the Joker sold out really quick yesterday. We only had about 12 or 15 of them. They sold out immediately. And people were asking me about that. We'll have more. So there's nothing on the site right now that's in a super limited amount other than technically right now when it's just not built. So the way Spoke is going to run, just for your knowledge, is it's going to be based on the inventory is based on stock built. So we'll run in and out of things pretty frequently. So we'll just have to do, email updates, follow us on the social medias, and, inventory updates for what's coming in and out of being built. So we're not going to just open up orders and then build pins to order. We're going to build pins ahead of time, stock them, and then sell those pins to ship. That's going to be the way we're going to run it. Even supposing they're doing extremely well. We had a big day yesterday. Sold, well over 100 pins, which is great for us. So yeah, I'm both Brian and I are very happy with this. I did learn this morning, so I'm gonna say this right now, knowing it's going to get me in trouble. Morning schmevelin with y'all. So y'all are on my list right now. Everyone in this stream chat, I'm gonna write your name down because I'm gonna tell you something right now. I have to download. So I'm going to call it Spotify. If I call it Spotify, I mean Shopify. So everyone is on the list right now. Good morning, Lev Mel. Because what I'm about to tell you can be used against me in a court of law. So Shopify as a platform has that chat function, where you go to the website and you can hit the chat and ask the people questions. I'm about to have to download that app this morning. Opus, thanks for the sub. I appreciate you. I got to get my GIF going for subs. I have to download the Shopify app that allows me to answer your chat questions like it's a text message. Good morning, Jesse. Text message on the website. So that's going on my phone soon. So don't abuse it. I know who you are. You're on the list. There's a list of who all's in here right here. And if you go in there to mess with me, you might be getting Brian. So don't think it's going to be me 100% of the time. So you're warned. Don't abuse the chat. Just for funsies. But if you have a question, hit us up. Hey, what is this color exactly? Like that'll be a popular one. Which one's cyan again? Which one's gray? Pringles ad. Gotta pop them. So yeah. So that is on my list right here. Download Shopify Ping. I think the app is called Ping. I'm not going to do it while we're in here because then y'all will go hit it and my alerts will be going off and Brian will be going, what did you do, Brad? What did you do to my online list? So Shopify is a cool platform. It's got lots of bells and whistles, more than the Squarespace. I'm happy with the Squarespace. It's pretty simple. Shopify has some added features like being able to do live chat support. So we'll see how the abuse of that system goes and how active I will have those alerts on. So I have a bunch of these shirts, Sarah. I have like 4 of these because they're just so comfortable and cool. I like them. They fit me well. This is the Howler Brothers. But yeah, so yeah, there's my shoulder pad. And my pocket goes the other way, and this pocket goes the other way. Yeah, it's all over the place. Howler, yeah, Howler. So these are like 2 or 3 years old now, and like I throw them in the wash, and they just look great right out the wash. These things last forever, so that's why I like them, because they look good and they fit me. Like the fit is my biggest challenge. So yeah, I like the look. So my camera's flipped, so I keep going the wrong way. I like the look. This one isn't as wild looking, as visually weird as the one with just the bar stripes across it. That one looks more odd. This looks more normalish, but still a little bit weird. I like a little bit weird in my shirts, if you couldn't tell. Y'all know me well enough. All right. What do we got? Should we do some quick unboxings? I have some small stuff today. But the other thing I was going to say, let me finish my Monday chat. I've never filled up like both of my pages so fast in my planner as I did yesterday. There was just a lot going on. So if you had to catch up yesterday, I hope it went well. Mine went about as well as I could expect. So got up early this morning, shipped all the Knock and Pen Addict stuff. So, it's been an efficient beginning of the week, which makes me happy to come stream without a billion things weighing on me at the time. So yeah, I kicked all of the butts yesterday, and I'm very happy with that. All right. So first up, we know what this is. Custom tape from Write Notepads. I lived up to my gift guide. Ooh, I just stabbed my chair. Lived up to my gift guide recommendation and went and bought these notebooks for myself. So one of the things I was in love with a kid. Oh, even supposing if you like this unboxing, next week we're gonna have the Mega Jet Pens unboxing. I just put in the order for the for December's goods, so we'll have the big unboxing next week. All right, new Write Pad sticker. Oh, what I was gonna say is, let's hit this question, Tolliver. I have the new non-fountain pen with the dogs and cats on it. I'm assuming that's the Retro 51. It wrote, then I took it to Europe and it wouldn't write, brought it back and it still won't. What can I do to make it right again? I'm assuming it's the Retro 51 Schmidt refill. I would just use a little bit of water, like a little dab on a paper, and do some scribbles. I had a High-Tech C that I just got out of the closet this weekend. It was my last 0.3 millimeter refill, because that's the one I use the most. But this one had apparently been sitting there a while, and it's a full refill, and I couldn't get it to write for days and days and days. But I just kept shaking it down, and then I put a little water, like for my drink, just on the pad, just like a dab like this, scribbled in it, and then eventually it worked itself out. So I don't know if it was flight travel that might have like pressurized the ink in there somehow, like there's a bubble in there, who knows. I would just shake it, scribble with it a bunch, put a little water on the paper, scribble with it a bunch, leave it point down overnight. Like it took me I wasn't giving up on this refill. It took me like 3 days to get this one writing, and now it's perfect. So if that doesn't work, you're just gonna have to get a new refill. But that's what I would start with. Take the refill out, shake it a bunch. How bad is keeping ink in a pen for months on end? It depends. That's a little long for me personally, but depending on the pen and ink, it could be fine. If you're using basic stock ink, Noodler's Black, I mean, I'd want to clean that out about every 2 to 3 months. That worked already, Tolliver? Good. Now keep writing with it right now. Make sure the scribbles, make sure it's going to flow good. Don't stop right now. Just go a little bit more. Hey, Bork and Bork. So Noodler's Black, I would clean out every couple of months. And just flush it, and then you can refill it back with the same ink. I'm very particular about length of time that I keep pens inked up. If you're using it all the time, it's great. If you're not using it all the time, I'd want to be more strict. Like every 2 months, I would just flush it, clean it, and then you could refill it. If you're using it all the time, filling it, that's fine. I just personally, once I get into like about that 2-month time frame, I start to get anxious. Like, well, one, I'm not using the pen enough. If it's still inked after 2 months, it needs to be cleaned and done something else with. But yeah. But you'll get different answers from different people. I am more safe and conservative when it comes to ink storage and cleaning, specifically. So. Oh, Lev Mel, the Pilot Prayer with the CM nib is a super favorite of mine. That's a crispy nib. It's about a 0.9 millimeter line. I think it's a fantastic writing nib, and it's really, really good. Yeah, Tolliver, you got to keep using that because it's probably got some gaps in there, a bubble or something. Yeah. Like even supposing and Bijou saying you just need to refresh it from a cleanliness perspective because it gets in the feed, it gets behind the nib, and even though you think it's working, there's always bits back in there that are not moving as much as the rest of the ink flowing through. So over time it'll get built up a little bit. Just take it apart, clean it, flush it with water, refill it back. That's what I would do. Yeah, if you use a specific pen, I just think after a while you're going to get a degradation in writing experience. Yeah, so like if you're using the same ink and the same pen, a quick flush will do just fine as opposed to like a take it apart thorough cleaning. I'm with you on that. So, yeah, that's good stuff. That's really good stuff. I'm glad to have these questions because there's all different answers. People will handle things different ways. I choose caution over just ignoring the pens and just leaving them until I'm ready to use them again. And generally, the more you use them, the less you'll have to worry about it because the ink's going to continue to flow. For the ballpoints and roller balls, a guy at a pen factory told my mom as a kid to try writing with the pen on the rubber sole of your shoe. Works 90% of the time, all the time. I love that. That's hilarious. I think I've heard that before, like the rubber sole thing. I love it. All right, so this Write box. So I wanted some of the new Copper Anniversary notepads because they look really good. But one of the things that Chris and the team at Write did this time was add in some baseball cards into the notebook sets. So, having the collector mentality that I have, I was a baseball card collector when I was a kid, and I know Chris is a huge baseball fan and baseball card collector. There's a story behind why these cards are designed this way, and why Chris chose these to do. Which we'll have to, if anyone has Chris's Mickey Mantle story link to put in the chat for those who are unaware of it. If you have that, throw that in the chat while we're talking about this. But you could order, so each of the 3 packs, the Copper Anniversary Edition has a baseball card in here. We're going to open one of these packs. I'm going to give this other one away. Yeah, I just got rid of some in the Closet of Doom, even supposing. Like, I had some boxes. Like, I pulled some, me and my son went through everything, and I pulled out, like, a handful that I wanted to keep. And most of it's junk. Like, I'd gone through it years ago and actually got it. Yeah, so, Evan, the problem is they sell the card pack separately. So screw me, right? So let's open these up. So what he did with the packs was take. So this is the which series was this card? This was like, I don't know which. This was the same series as his Mantle card. 54, 56, something like that. I'll have to look. Oh, here, I'll text Chris real quick. Hang on one second. Let me find out what year these cards are. Yeah, I didn't realize you could get the cards separately till I went to order the notebooks, and I was like, shh, curse words. All right, we'll have to look that up. So I bought 5 extra packs of cards. That way I'll only open one of the notebooks. So notebooks, where did I already save the 1 pack? Okay, we'll open all these cards in just a second. It's a 3 pack of cards. You can cheat and see what's on the front of these. But the card design, the theory was that they were going to be all of the old editions, all the old limited editions. 4 right pads were going to be on display on the cards. So I love the little box they come in. Like I said, I ordered 2 packs of these. I'm going to give 1 pack away. I also ordered 1 pack of the Black Elk just because I think it's a cool design and a cool story. I'll probably give this away as well. But I'm going to keep 1 pack for me to use. And let's see here. Not too much, Tony. Just commiserating. We're opening up the new Right Copper Edition and a bunch of baseball cards. I'm gonna open these up, see what they've done here. All right, this little flip top box is really nice for the packaging. The Black Elk is amazing, so I didn't order enough. Great. All right, so it comes with 1 card in it. So that's been one of my favorite series, The Deep. So you get the card here. Oh, so they're numbered. So I guess you can collect a whole set of cards. That's going to be a problem, right? So this is The Deep. It's got all the specs on the back. So they did a really nice job printing these out. It says issued spring 2019, interior plain paper, manufacturer letterpress, offset saddle stitch binding. This is when we enjoyed our creative freedoms in creating. They also need an editor. Who doesn't fear a massive giant squid in the dark depths of the vast oceans of the world? It's no surprise. Letterpressing silver ink on dark covers is something we love. What better way to do it? Dark X-Files sort of way. Yeah, they need an editor. That's okay. So yeah, this is the... thank you, David. I think the article might be on ESPN too for anyone who missed it. I'm almost certain it's on ESPN as well. And he did an interview. He did a few interviews about it. So anyway, that's the card that came in my box of the Copper series. So here they are in wonderful, beautiful Right notepads format. They are spectacular as always. It's hard to believe that this costs what, $12.99. Thank you, David. So if you aren't familiar with this story, when I refer to Chris and the baseball cards, okay, so it's a 55 Bowman set. So this is the 55 Bowman set to go along with his mantle design card. So there you go. I was thinking these were Bowman cards, but I couldn't remember what year. Oh, nice, Tony. So yeah, this is crazy. The quality you get out of these notebooks is just... Oh, wow. Like, that's definitely pen-abled. So the paper interior, it's lined. Sorry. It's lined, but it's ledger style, which you can't really see in this lighting. There you go. You can see it's got the ledger style over here, which I'll greatly prefer over a just a basic line. because you can use them for lists and different things. This is the best. This is the best pocket notebook on the market. God, they're good. They're just good. Like, I just want to hold it. Like, it feels so good. And like, this is a simple design executed to perfection. Like, that's what I love about some of these things that Write Notepads makes. It doesn't have to be big and crazy and fancy to be awesome. So they're great. All right, let's open. So yeah, I'm not going to open the Black Elk, so I'm going to give those away. I won't use all these, so I ordered some. When are we getting Pen Addict Write Notebooks? Chris and I have been working on something for over a year, and there's been stops and starts on it, so that's not even joking. We're going to do something hopefully next year. He's just been super busy. I've been busy. We've traded so many sketches and project ideas. We'll get something done next year. Oh, shopping hours at their HQ. Yeah, you should definitely go. For me, what's the biggest factor in making a good notebook or not? Paper quality, 1, and then durable construction, 2. Because, you know, it ranges from pocket size. Like, pocket size, you have to have, it has to be durable. Like, it cannot fall apart. You know, and then after that, then 3, I guess, design. But if it's got bad paper and it's made poorly, I don't care how cool it looks. So that's kind of it. Black Elk, we'll do a giveaway for these some other time on the blog or somewhere. So I bought 3 packs of notebooks knowing that I'm only going to use 1. I think so, David. I don't think I don't know that I could pick out a better combination of paper quality, construction, and then it helps that the style and aesthetic is perfect, as a perfect match for my wants and needs and likes. Yeah, like, these are like 10 out of 10 for me. They're just that good. They're better than anything I've ever made for Knock, and I'm not afraid to say that. And I love my Knock notebooks. These are the best. Only 3 packs of cards left. Oh, should I hoard these? See, these are it's you can kind of cheat on them. So there's 3 cards in a pack, but you can see the front and you can see the back, so you can like sort through and pick. So I guess I'm gonna have to see. I need a checklist card, Evan, to know if I got all the cards. So that's number 13 is the deep. I don't know how many cards they're supposed to be. Is it described on the set? So if you're new in the chat, scroll back up. There's some links in here to an article about why these cards exist. So I can see the front of this one is royal blue, and I can see on the back side is the Telegraph ones. So my only surprise is what's in the middle. Chris knows better. He needs to get some wax packs going for his next card set. All right. So we have, there's 5 cards in each pack. Oh, that's a lot. Never mind then. Royal blue, which is very cool. I won't read all these, but this is one of the, not original, but this was very soon afterwards, right? I think that was a pretty early one. I guess it's number 3 because it was the 3rd release. So we'll leave that over there. Chesapeake. That was a cool release. They came with the pencil. If this was Chesapeake was one of the last sub ones, right? Because I was still a subscriber when they did this, and they sent the crab hammer, right? Did anyone get the crab hammer? That sits in my shelf. So I think they still did that at the time. So the crab smasher, the pines, one of my all-time favorites. I haven't done a Write Notepads ranking. This is a top 3 probably edition for me. It's just really cool. This was my introduction into Write Pads. Like, I knew about them before, and I just passed, and I said, okay, this one speaks to me. Let me get this, and I've been hooked ever since. So this is number 4. So, all All right, let me get me some space here. Someone see if there's a checklist on the site for me. Oh, that was my deep, the deep from earlier. Kindred. This was an early one, right? Kindred Spirit. Someone sent me these after the fact. I remember, like, I think Father Kyle sent me a sampler pack. Once I got my In the Pines pack, Father Kyle, my good friend, sent me a sampler pack of like one each of the first 3 editions. So like I have these laying around the house somewhere. So that was with it looked like Butcher Orange, orange covers. I'm pretty sure they were. Does it say? Yeah, Butcher Orange and Butcher Blue was the random. They had a random color in there. And then Telegraph. Tony, was that the one you said you were using? Oh, Thoreau, sorry. Telegraph. Got my T's mixed up. So, Telegraph. Okay, so this was a series of cards. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What's number 1? What was the first edition they ever made? Every limited edition plus a few others. So no. What was the first limited edition? Lenore was first? Okay, then I have that right here. So we'll see what's in this. So I'm going to have to do this and then list my duplicates so anyone can trade with me. Because I know I have duplicates because I have 2 gold fields on the top of these and I see a Telegraph. So there's not that many. I bought 25 cards. 25 cards and then the one from the pack, which was the deep. Ooh, Fingerprints. I forgot about that one. That's a good one, isn't it? Well, that's on the back of the list. So Lenore was number 1. I'm going to read this one. It says, Lenore was a very special release for everyone here at Wright. Not only was it our first limited edition, but allowed us to showcase a Baltimore icon. The box was adorned. Yeah, they need an editor. I'm available. I'm not an editor, but I can read. The box was adorned with a Victorian frame die cut to reveal an intricate letterpress portrait of Poe himself. Once opened, the portrait was joined by an excerpt from the famed poem. Each book was created with box matching black cover stock. The interiors comprised of graph, and we made a pencil. Blah blah blah. Cool. Yeah, the what was I gonna say? The Fingerprints, it was tough to use because it was blank. I agree with that, but it's such a good book. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Secura edition was a great edition. Hey Jesse, good morning. So Secura was just a beautiful edition. Really like that one. That's number 9. Okay, we got a duplicate Chesapeake. So Chesapeake is extra. We got a duplicate Royal Blue. So these are available for trade. There's the Fingerprints. That was a cool edition. I think I have one of the ones with the hand stamping one. Right? Didn't they do a hand stamp red dot on a number of them? I think I specifically ordered that one special, and I'll keep that one. Right? There was a hand finished portion. Yeah, it doesn't say on the card, but there was a hand stamped one. I don't know how I got that one. I don't know if you could buy it separately. They just sent it to me or what. No idea. I'm shocked they still have Goldfield. That's probably my number 1 edition, and that's in this pack. Why did I just bite that open? They have other ones that are open. So this is Goldfield right here. Fingerprint was notebook that I sent you. Cool. Yeah, I sent out a bunch of Wright notepads because they're so good. This is my favorite edition, and it's a great story. Joe Gans, first African-American boxing champion. This is my number 1 edition. Very cool edition. And then probably the Pines. And then maybe the Deep. I don't know. Secure is up there too. I'll have to think about it. All right, I got a duplicate of the Pines. That's cool. That's one of my favorites, so I'm happy to have that. Okay, we got Year of the Pig, Chinese New Year, right? That was this year. No, last year's winter edition. So that was a really pretty edition. Oh, the gold fit had pages falling. That's right. I do remember that, even supposing. I do remember that now that you say that. So that's the Chinese New Year one. I don't remember this one. Candy Corn, Fall 2018. Do y'all remember this one? That one slipped my radar. I don't recall this one whatsoever. Which means I've never owned it, nor have I ever seen it. That's cool. All right, 11, 12, 13. We're missing a number 10 so far in this roll. And then we have a duplicate of the Deep. All right. 2 more to go. B&O Royal Blue is pretty great. I mean, that was just a classic, right? It's really good. All right, we got another Telegraph, which that one I already have, right? Number 5. Yep. Telegraph. Ooh, okay. This one's special. This is Windmill. This is their Heidelberg printing machine. The workhorse of our operation is unquestionably our pair of Heidelberg windmill presses. These have run nearly every cover we've ever produced. Keep these suckers oiled and maintained, and they'll outlast each and every one of us. Typically rerun speeds of 2,500 to 3,000 an hour. Every now and again, a large project requires us to max it out at 4,500 an hour. Very cool. Sorry, Gumbo Man Pat. You're missing the greatest stream of all time. Just kidding. Second greatest. All right, there's the Lawn. I love this edition. I like the stickers. They still have this one in stock, I'm pretty sure. Is a really neat edition. I stickered mine up, used one of them, and then I think I may have sent out the rest or gave them to the kids or something. They're sitting around the house somewhere. But I had to use one so I could use the sticker sheet. There's never enough stickers. All right, so that's 1 through 13. There's another Kindred Spirit. And there's Nico. Nico is not only the mascot, but an absolute member of the clan. She has her own custom guitar picks, various office chairs throughout the facility, and her own doggy ice cream nook in the freezer. Aw. Go Nico. So that's 13, 14, 15. So I have 1 through 15 here. Is that everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I may have them all. We'll see. I at least have 1 through 15. All right, there's another Goldfield. Favorite, number 1. Another In the Pines. Favorite, number 2. So I'm glad to have extras of these. But I'll send them out to someone. Another Zoo for Chinese New Year last year. Another The Deep. This is a good pack. And another Fingerprints. All my favorites. So yeah, I must have the whole set 1 through 15. Boom. We'll take it. Paste them in my visual journal. I'll paste the extras in. We'll put the whole set in one of these sleeves. I'm going to leave that, and then we'll do something with the extras. Complete set of Write notepads, trading cards. There you go. Boom. And only one issue I don't ever recall having, that candy corn issue. How did I miss that? I'm boggling my own mind with that one. So yeah, very, very cool. I think this is a great idea. Just something fun for them to print. As a little extra for their fans. Things like that. Oh, it'll be worth way less than what I paid for them, which I don't even know what I paid for them. So, yes. Oh, I need to get Chris to autograph them. I'll bring some to Baltimore and get him to sign them. That's what I'm going to do. With the duplicates, I'll get Chris to sign all these, and then I'll put them in my envelopes that I give away. There we go. Boom. Ideas. I'm a problem solver, chat. This is what we do. Solve the problems that we didn't know we had, right? Y'all didn't know you didn't have a stationary baseball card problem, but look, now you do. Sorry, this is ASMRing in the chat. I gotta pick up this trash. It's gonna bug me. So yeah, the only thing that's missing is the wax packs and the bubble gum, but that's okay. Sorry, I'm gonna have to make it nice and neat because it makes it easier for me to pick up later. All right, that's the right pads. The trading card packs were $3.50 each, so I spent $17 on the trading card packs. Now they're worth $1. I did get a new sticker though. All right, repackaged. Anyone opposed to me opening the CW pencil box? Too bad, I'm opening it anyway. The cardboard gum, I know, right? I'd still eat it. Ain't scared. I know they're worth more if I keep them sealed. Oh well. I got my complete set. I'm happy. All right, CW pencil box. Let's go. I can't totally remember the last one, but I remember it being kind of boring. Last couple haven't been my favorite things. I haven't used very much of them, so let's see what we get out of here. Besides a mess. Oh, more tape. Open, open, open. Last one was Caroline's favorites. Cool. Then it was probably the one before that I didn't like, because the Caroline's favorite ones came with those camels, right? Like the pastel camels. Those I did like. Those I used. Holy crap! That is a paper clip, chat. Can you see that? The innovation box. I like where this is headed already. That's a paperclip. Even supposing are you on mobile or desktop? That is. So here's my Milky Way. That is a paperclip. Like you said, absolute unit of a paperclip. This will be good though. I need more accessories. Like I use this stuff for like photography accessories. So like I'm already in. I'm in. Sold. All right, let me just read the intro here. Hello friends, our final box of the year is all about pencil things that are inventive and highly functional. Pencils have been made following the same process for over a century, but we're still discovering improvements in design and utilities. May these new tools bring joy to the end of your 2019. Fondly, CWPE team. Stereo Sound, thanks for the 7-month sub. Thank you so much. Did y'all see Caroline is in Tokyo right now for the launch of the Pencil Perfect over there? That's pretty neat. Oh, we got the patch this year. I think I've got 3 or 4 patches now. I need a sash for all my patches. Like I'm in Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts. Have the sash for like the merit badges. I think I've got like 4 of these now. This is the best one yet. By far. That's just tight. I love that. Oh, and I love the shop card, the shop postcard. That's a picture of the shop from outside the window. Whoops. Who did this one? Vita Yang. It's beautiful. Yeah, I need a sash. I should just get Jeff to make me a sash. Because we always talk about doing the bandolier, right? All right, so let's keep this here, and we'll need the instructions because we'll have stuff. Okay, I don't have one of these erasers, but I've always wanted one. Oh, $7 for the sash. That'd be easier for me to just buy one. So these Kikuyo it's made to give you more corners to erase with. So do they call it that? Kadokishi eraser. A Japanese eraser with 28 edges, so you always have a sharp one to erase precisely. So yeah, latex free. I've always wanted one of these. I see them all the time, and I just forget to add them to any order I make. Yeah, this box already wins with the giant paperclip, angled eraser, postcard, and patch. And I haven't even gotten into like the good stuff yet. What are these? Pencil extenders? Are these extenders? While I look it up. Or are they caps? Stackable caps. Woo, what was that flashing? Both. Okay. These wacky caps work to protect your point, but can also be stacked to function as a custom length pencil extender. No joke. All right. Innovation box. You're winning. Very happy with this box so far. Dang. I have never seen these. Probably won't work on a Blackwing. That's okay. I use the little tin caps on these. But I have like a Palomino stub that I work with in the knock shop. It's like down to this little stub. I'm like trying to use it all up, but I could use one of these extenders on it. Yeah, and Nick Stacy, exactly that. Exactly that. All right, we're going with the big packaged items here. Kuratoga Advanced. So this is a new model I don't have. I've seen it. So they have a little bit different barrel shape in this one. Same front end mechanism shape up here. You can see here. Let me unseal this real quick. But the back end of the pencil is different. So what are they calling this one? Oh, Kuratoga Advanced Mechanical Pencil. The newest version of Mitsubishi's high-tech mechanical pencil. The advantage features Kuratoga's patented lead turning. Features so the lead point is always sharp. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah. So the barrel design is actually more pin-shaped to me, right? This looks like the upper end of this looks like a pin shape. And then the bottom with the Kuratoga mechanism. I don't love this design, but the difference that I feel with it is it has more weight than the regular Kuratoga barrel. So it feels good. I like the aesthetic of the traditional mechanical pencil better, but this feels nice. Sorry, that's how I think. I do my eyes like this, so I'm thinking like, because I can feel the difference in what this feels like than the standard one. So that's cool. We'll probably review this on the blog, just because I like to review all the new mechanical pencil models that come out. So that's very cool. Plus, I like the white barrels. I've had a thing for the some of the white barrel stationery recently. I don't know why. It goes in waves. All right, cool. Anything else funky in there? Okay. Then we have the little pencil sleeve. One dog night, Jackie. Hope you're feeling better. Here now, hooray! Recovery time. Knees fine, good as new. Awesome. The Kuratoga is a fantastic pencil, just in general. All right, what do we got here? This is the Crondash Edelweiss. So one of my favorite pencils, I don't know that I've ever reviewed it on the blog, is the Crondash Natura, which is this pencil except dark and like no labeling on here at all except a faint monotone stamping. Edelweiss. I don't know how to say it. It's good enough. This is fantastic. I love Crondash. So what does it say about this one? This is pine. Simple HB made in an unusual wood in an effort to boost sustainability practice. Crondash is now making their flagship general use pencil in a locally harvested renewable species of pine instead of imported cedar. Dope. Yes, I know the thing. You've heard me pronounce things. Like, this is not a news flash to anybody. I will say there is a lot of print on a basic pencil like this. Maybe that's why I like the Natura so much, because there's none of this. You don't see any of it. It's all clear stamped. But I will totally use this pencil. I like eraser-free pencils very much. So this is Nanodia. Yeah. This is Uniball Nano Dia. I use these at home, but I don't have the 2B, I don't think. So this is the nano diamond particles that they have in the mechanical pencil lead that they manufacture. The Musgrave red cedar pencils, did I see those? I maybe saw those. If not, yeah, I think I saw those. Yeah, they look good. I think I meant to order them. Is why I'm hesitating, is because I think I saw them, loved them, and forgot to order them. Oh, yeah. So anyway, this is the Nano Dia. So this is the particle mixture lead, and it's supposed to be stronger graphite. I've used these for a while at home. They're pretty good. I like them. But mine was the blue one, which makes me wonder if I just had HB. This is 2B. Do they say anything special about this? Soft, smooth, and low wearing. All right, what do we have here with this Viarco? Magneto. Is this a magnet pencil to like stick to something? Is my microphone magnetic? Oh yeah, there we go. So this is the Viarco Magneto pencil, made in Portugal. This pencil has a magnetic end, so you can get creative about how you store it. Perfect for those prone to losing things. So this is what Lisa Van Ness needs, and Anna. So pretty good microphone. It's just like a little ring around the cap. Not bad. I like it. All right, let me pull up these Musgraves real quick, because I think whoever showed them to me, I was like, oh, those are great. I should order those, and then I didn't. Ooh, that's bright. Yeah, this is them. Those are very pretty. I don't need them, though. Like, I should. Did y'all order any of the Black Wings for Black Friday? That was a whole thing. I don't know if I was down with that whole thing, but that was a thing. All right. This is a 2 thumbs up box. If I had more thumbs up, I'd have more thumbs up. 100% hit rate for me on this box. No, I'm mad at Blackwing for that. I would be too, probably. Oh, Paper Tiger Giant Paper Clip. For multi-layer clipping, this gorgeous paper clip is versatile and sturdy. That was more of my problem, even supposing, is that it was super, like, they just said BF 01 on them. I was like, I don't need, like, I'm pro, like, Black Friday, cool, give me some deals, give me some sales, but I don't need to commemorate it with the BF logo on them. I know, that's never stopped me before, but that's a $37 dozen. I definitely don't need those. This is the best pencil box in quite some time. Very happy with it. This is wild. So I am digging this series. All right, let me repackage this somehow. Now I have that Ada Vice song in my head, so that's great. Appreciate that, Tony. All right. That. 2 pretty small boxes, but 2 really awesome sets of goods, right? People have been getting very cranky on Erasable. I haven't listened in a while. Ooh, 10 years in retail. I did 2 years. I think I did 2. Yeah, 2. No more than that. That was enough. Yes, that's the words I'm looking for. Commemorating Black Friday. That was the part that made me go, really? Do I really? Yeah. Oh, Facebook group. Yeah. I mean, any online group, right? There's that. It's always something. We gotta have something to complain about, which is why we're here, so we can commiserate together. I don't complain too much here, just a little bit. All right. What else we got going? Normal podcast tomorrow. I got to work on that. I'm working on my podcast notes. If y'all have anything I need to talk about. Just noticed in my Twitter feed that Anna's got the Robiki notebooks for giveaway. Those are some of my favorite. I don't know if it was on here where we saw the Robiki cases on Twitter that one time for like a few months ago. I'm getting those from Jet Pens in my next order. So last week's pod was a good one. It was the gift guide episode, but it was really fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. That's what you miss. You miss bragging about how much good was on there. I did see the gold black wings. I hated those. Yeah, it was a Philly museum. They're super gold. Like if you're into gold, you should be all of those. I did start my Hobo Weeks. It has a very specific use case. Give me a week or two before we talk about that. I'll see if Mike wants to talk about journaling. If he wants to talk about journaling and planners for 2020, this week we'll do it, but I think we're going to hold that for a couple weeks. But yeah, it's actually sitting right here. I'm using it for something very specific, and we will talk about it soon. You're going plannerless, but you've gone Techo mostly, Techo, last couple 3 years. Yeah, theme system news. That'll be part of the whole conversation. Just tracker pages. This doesn't help you, but I know the William Hanna sells just tracker pages, but they're for disc bound. They're loose sheets for the disc bound because I had to reorder my my regular pages that I use. I don't want to show you all of my notes. I got stuff in here, I think. As a logbook, not a planner. Have you ever used a planner? Oh, nice, Sarah. I am super thirsty today, chat. Coffee's not cutting it. Well, that's why I can't do the Jibun Techo, that Moramon that I sent y'all with the Gantt chart in it. Like, that's a lot. That's right, Mike. You use the Jibun Techo, but that works for you probably how you schedule classes and stuff like that. I imagine that's pretty useful, the way the layout is and the hourly breakdowns and things like that. Like Joe, the gentleman stationer. Oh, that Viking is dope. I need to get that one. I just placed a CW pencil order. And I forgot to get my kids the Futura that they wanted so much. I'm going to have to order again, so maybe I'll order those. Yeah, so like Joe probably has like the same, needs that hourly breakdown for lawyering. So yeah, I imagine that's super perfect for a lot of situations. Yeah, I screwed up. I didn't order everything I needed to in my last CW order. You put a long point on the Viking, it's like a vampire steak. How can you get a long point on there? Can you without a knife? How do you make that magic happen? Because that sounds magical. Fit in the Mitsubishi sharpener. Yeah, because it didn't look crazy jumbo. It looked, large. No, it already shipped. And I didn't realize it till this morning that I forgot to order the Futuras, which was my fault. Hey, Justin, especially since I've been talking about them so much, and then I just blanked. I just need those for my kids' stocking. Doll 133. Okay. I'll get that. I like that. I just love that Viking aesthetic. So I bought that 849 set. I use the Karen Dash Viking combo set. I use the pen. Okay, well, if it fits in that, then hell, I'll order them before I leave here. That sounds like the plan. So on the blog, Susan is doing the Advent calendars. Just the nib. Thank you so much. Go team. For the 3 months of Twitch Prime. What was I saying? Oh, the Diamine Inkvent calendar. Susan has taken on taken one for the team, and she's doing every day of Inkvent. I'm putting those up at like 2:00 every day, so you'll see those pop up on your Pen Addict feeds. So I'm yeah, I like the darker pencil. When you have the jumbo pencil, I'm not going to use that to write small with, so I am good with that, like darker, softer. Like I have that 8B Japanese natural colored one though. All right, see you even supposing. Have a good one. Are you videoing them, Mike? Are you putting together a video? Yeah, there's been a bunch. I'm trying to collect them. The only one I saw, Writing at Large. Mike, you're doing videos. Okay, I'll be sure to link that. Are you doing them? They posted on the YouTube channel. I will be sure to link that and share that as well. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a big project. That's even harder than that, man. Making a lot of those videos, that's gotta be tough. Okay, we'll make sure we put that on the show notes tomorrow, because I know we're gonna talk about that. Wow, it's a lot of letters to write out ink dependence. Colors look great. Yeah, exactly. They got to be short, because that's a lot. That's a mega commitment. Like Susan's are very structured. Like it's this, and this, and it's the same pictures for each color. But it's a lot. Like there's a Colodex swab, and she does this whole ink page, and 2 or 3 pictures of the like a picture of the calendar, a picture of the bottle. Like that's a lot of work. Like putting together a blog post is a lot of work no matter what, but doing one every day is crazy. Yes, yeah, they're really good, like content results. Like cool videos, cool snippets of blogs, but like putting that together, that is a commitment. So I appreciate everyone who's doing that. That's very cool. I'm glad to see a lot of people doing that. Oh, that's a good idea, to find the other inks, because the theory behind these colors is that there's no other diamine color that matches this. Right? That's the idea. So being able to find other inks, that's a good way to do it. I like that. We need Mike, just do a video of you going. How many Colodex cards do you have? Are you like into multiple rings? My apologies for all the drinking. I'm feeling lit today. I'm bad about using my Colodex. I want to get the Colo 2 Rolodexes full, so hundreds, that's a lot. I want to get the oversize so I can use my big ink stamp for that. That's what I need to do. I need, all right, I'm going to make a little header here. It says order. We need Futura pencils. Can't believe I forgot those. Coloring oversize. And what, Viking XL. All right, cool. Viking election pencil. Got it. So I'll order that stuff. Merrick, I'm with you. I thought the candy cane was the least impressive so far, just because it's light, which it's accurate, right? It felt like, okay, that's the candy cane. You know, if the red is not like the pure red stripe, but as far as an ink I would want to use all the time, it would seem to be pretty pale. The other ones I like, the blue peppermint and snowstorm, were very pretty. And I've got, what do we have? Oh, Chris replied to me. It's the 55 Bowman front and the 52 tops back on those cards. Uh, for the right notepads cards. So what do we have up to? What has she done so far? So she's definitely preloaded some of these. Let me see. I think I have through at least Friday in the queue, but I haven't looked at them. I've only put up today's. I don't think I put up tomorrow yet. Man, this Dropbox app sucks. One, two, three, four, five. All right, so I got the first five done, or Susan does. Yeah, it's Tony's alarm code. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten great use out of that. That's why I was like super glad to have it, and I was like, let's let Susan see if Susan's into that, because I figured she would be, and she was all over it. So I'm glad she's doing it. I could not have done it. I would not have been happy by the time I was done with that project. That's too much scheduling for me. Like, I like my schedules, and my schedules are packed. Like my writing calendar and making things schedule, and then to have to commit to that one a day, even if they're short, I think I would have like tapped out after about a week, knowing myself for something like that I was not like dead set into. I love it when Jackie, if she's still in here, puts up the stream inceptions of her sewing and watching, and yeah, it's an experience. That's awesome, Michael. Yeah, it's fun. Like, I let my kid go through all the cards, and he pulled out a bunch of stuff that he wanted, and then I just donated the rest of them. I did find, when the stuff I was going through, I did find some like stuff I might get graded. Like, I found some like Drew Brees rookie cards, and like a few things that, you know, seem to be like $100 or so, which is wild, just sitting there in the closet of doom. 86 tops traded said, man, that was the heyday. 2 inks a week is enough. I totally agree. Like, I used to do 3 reviews a week. Now I'm down to 1. And some weeks I'll do 2, and that's a lot for me nowadays to get 2 in. So I'm super thankful for all the writers at the Pen Addict. Totally worth it. Ooh, yeah. Those are probably like firewood at this point, Tony. Probably best served as firewood, kindling. Were they negative dollars? Yeah, totally. They're not, yeah. That ship has sailed. That was like the heyday, so everything was just massively overprinted. There was no limit. I worked at two different baseball card stores, like when I was in high school. Like that was that time, the late 80s, early 90s. Card stores, comic stores. I did like when I worked in the comic store. I used to go pick up the orders, whatever comic release day was. I'd have to go to like the warehouse and pick them up every week. It's probably still, what day? Comics has like a standard release date, like a Tuesday or Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday. I'd have to go in the mornings to pick up our order from like the big warehouse. That was always fun. I enjoyed that. Good times, good times. Those magic cards are super collectible too, right? Wednesday Big Bang Theory. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what Big Bang Theory is, but 7-Eleven in their day, yeah. I worked for two different card shops. They used to be everywhere when I lived in Atlanta. Yeah, back when we were kids, there was basically no controls that people were interested in to manage like the collectability. Where nowadays it's flipped and everything's like collectible but like costs a fortune up front. So like the balance has shifted pretty much. I would totally get into comic books these days, but not sports cards. I'm not into either right now, but comics I could see myself get into because I like to read and I like the stories and I like the fantasy elements that comics have. And I'll read a few graphic novels here and there, and I'll pick up a few comics here and there, but not too much. I could totally, that would be a rabbit hole. Like I could avoid like the sports card rabbit hole. That doesn't do anything for me, but like the comic thing I could get into. Plus my kids would like that too. We used to have a comic store really close to us and it moved across town, so we never go anymore. Oh yeah, Cal, I gotcha. That was funny. Those episodes at the comic book store were always funny. All right. Well, speaking of stores, I have Christmas shopping to do. That's what I'm doing. They cancel and relaunch titles. Yeah, like I follow a few comics artists online, and most of the stuff seems to be more independent. I don't really get behind too many of like the mainstream, like the Marvel stuff. Yeah, I can't figure out what I want to do with if I want to do the like the comicsology thing or whatever the thing is. I'm probably more like you, more fine with a couple graphic novels a year, just and be done with it. Yeah, they always want to have the number ones. I mean, yeah, totally from a business perspective, right? But it feels just like I'm parting with my money indiscriminately when it's always a number one. It's like, but I'm gonna check out, like there's some guys, a bunch of artists I follow that I've never bought their comics, and they look like they'd be right up my alley. That's cool. I always liked the Marvel stuff growing up, mostly X-Men. That's a good idea, Mike, because you can catch up pretty quick, I bet, over a few months of the summer. That's cool. That's an idea. All right. Well, I'm gonna go shopping. I don't know what I'm getting. I gotta find something for my wife. I don't know what she wants. She just bought herself a new camera lens. So I was like, well, Merry Christmas, I guess. I don't know. So I had to go figure something out. Y'all be awesome. I'll be around rest of the day, doing something and getting ready for tomorrow's podcast mostly, as I think what I'm doing. So good to be back on the stream. We will see what we do on Thursday. I don't think all my new jet pen stuff will be here. That's not a bad idea, Tony. Because she always steals my cables. me think about that. Yeah, my next week we'll have a big unboxing one of the days, depending on when the stuff comes in. Goose game on Thursday. We'll see. I don't know how this week's going to go out. It's been a very busy start to the week, so we'll see. We'll see what's up. We'll see what we can swing. All right. Love y'all. I will talk to you later, and see you on the podcast feed tomorrow. Bye.